Welcome back to Jack and Erica. Today we're at Universal because today is the first day of Christmas. So we want to bring you along and let's go see what Christmas Universal has up. We're starting here in City Walk and it looks like Wicked for Good came out. I think it came out yesterday because today's the 22nd. So Wicked for Good came out yesterday. They're saying that's...
Sad thing is we tried to watch the first part and we made it like 10 minutes and then we were like, it's not for us.
Yeah. I do like Wizard of Oz, but I just can't get into Wicked for some reason.
I've never even seen the whole Wizard of Oz because my mom hated the movie, so she never really let us watch it, and then I never made the effort to try as an adult. But yeah, it's funny when like you try to watch one of the new movies and you're just like, it's not for me, and turn it off, and then when having a baby you just don't make the time to ever try because you're like, my time when she's asleep that I do get to watch something, it has to be something so good that like it's worth watching, and that one for us just wasn't it.
And it looks like the Red and Green Coconut Club is up there, and they're all decorated with a big red bow. So we'll have to see if we make our way up and around that way. It also looks like there's an Orlando Informer tonight. Eric and I have done the Orlando Informer before, so check out that video because we enjoy the Orlando Informer.
I'll link it below.
Erica will link it below so you can see our time at the Orlando Informer. And the first Christmas that we see is the garland over top of the merchandise tents over there. There's some Merry Grinchmas spirit jerseys over there, but we're going to head on into Universal Studios. This is the first time we've actually been to Universal Studios since Halloween Horror Nights has ended. Look at that. Jaws. Dum dum. Uh-oh. Oh, Bob. We'll have to go in there later. Look, you got to come see the Tim. Look, it's a snow.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's on your shirt.
All right, we had to make a pit stop. Look, they turned Tim into a snowman.
Yeah, but look how cute he is.
Erica loves the Bob.
Look. Look how cute he is.
This is what I was trying to show, but the lighting was bad. But look, they turned Tim into a snowman. Look, Bob's riding the unicorn up there, the new popcorn bucket.
Yeah. It's not my favorite though. I would have rather had this. Like with the little both of them. It's a cool idea, but it's just not my favorite.
Look, old school reels, like that movies used to come in right there. Look at this dress a Minion. It's got banana underwear. Baby girl really wants it because she loves stuffed animals. Here's a closer look at the popcorn bucket. So, $30, and it looks like this. He's got a Santa hat on. Popcorn goes in the back. All right, so this is the first time, like I mentioned, since we've been back since Halloween Horror Nights, and this is the first time we get to see the construction update, and it is completely gone. Unbelievable. It's so weird not seeing Rip Ride Rockit sit there, but it's such a beautiful night. It's 3 o'clock right now, so we're going to head into the park. There's the Orlando Informer meetup signs, so we actually picked a good day to come because the park's going to close at 8 tonight for the Orlando Informer, and historically, since they do have the Orlando Informer, a lot of people don't come, so it seems like a pretty light day. And look at this! They have the Universal Holiday Parade! They have the Macy's balloon, and they have the medallion up.
I forgot we're gonna get to see that this year. I'm so excited.
And Christmas has arrived.
I can't wait to see the floats. This is so exciting.
We'll have to see when the first parade is. And another thing that I noticed is, look, they put the poinsettias in the... There goes the boat to the resort, but there's the poinsettias that they put in the flower pots. Makes it look so pretty. Christmas has arrived. And there goes Marilyn. You can smell that car, that's for sure. But there's the Christmas decorations, and look, they put hats on top of the lights.
It's so cute.
Yeah. And now
We're headed what I've been waiting all year for.
The tribute store.
Since I missed out on a good Halloween one since they didn't do one.
Heading into the Christmas tribute store. Tribute holiday market. Look, Bob even made the window. Look, it's a banana. They put a banana as the shutter. But there's Bob. Erica's going in without me. And then this must be Earl the Squirrel's over here. Yep, this is Earl's. There's Hello Kitty's window. Where we're headed in now.
8:30, you said?
We're heading into a log cabin. Look, it's woodworking. I love the woodwork. Bandsaw, rocking horse, drill press. It's a wood shop. I'm right at home. This is
Smells
actually,
like Christmas.
yeah, look, table saw. And this is actually a band tool right there. Look, there's an airplane. When it's Christmas time or any time, you can find Erica at the Christmas ornaments. Look at Hagrid's hut. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Look
Yeah.
at
Oh look, Harry and Ron. Oh wow, look. This one opens. Oh, that's cool. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now we've entered the Grinch section. Everything's so cute so far. Some Grinch jammies.
Erica's having the time of her life. What does it smell like?
I don't know, we gotta smell it. Ooh, no, you would like it. It's like a Christmas tree
Oh, yeah.
smell.
Oh,
I don't
she
love
wants to smell?
Oh, smell, baby.
Say yummy.
It's stinky.
Well, look, there's a frozen fountain in here. Look, the videotape even is up there at the very top. And then Bob,
There's Greg Nog instead of eggnog.
Greg Nog. They even put an acorn at the top of the frozen fountain. And then there's Bob and Tim. And Tim's snowman still up there. And they have a whole bunch of them up there. But yeah, that's definitely Minions up there. Here's a closer look at the tape that says ho, ho, ho. And then you got Hello Kitty over there. Happy holidays. And then we're going to Earl and Greg's Nutcracker Lodge. And Emporium and Museum and Car Wash. So we're going to head in there next. It is super busy in here, but it looks like we're heading into the Nutcracker first because there's a massive Nutcracker head here. Hey, hi baby. There's a fireplace inside the Nutcracker's face. This is Erica's favorite Nutcracker because it's got a whole bunch of candy on it.
The chocolate super.
And then there's like a dinosaur Nutcracker back there. But everywhere you look, there's a Nutcracker. There's probably 1,000 Nutcrackers in here. This Nutcracker on his staff says Universal Studios Florida. I don't know if it's going to get picked up in the camera, but on his staff, yeah, it's huge. It's probably like a, 12-foot one over there?
Oh, it's bigger than that, like 15.
I don't have like the best angle, but he's over
Like
there.
15 or 20 feet.
Frankenstein Monster even has a Nutcracker. All right, so we just left the tribute store, and it was packed. Too packed for us, so we're going over to the Five and Dime and to see what they got. Earl the Squirrel's out meeting and greeting next to his Aerostream. I'll see if I can get a closer look at Earl the squirrel. But yeah, he's out meeting and greeting over here. There's Earl. There he is.
It's been so long since we've been at Universal at Christmas time, but look at this. It's so cute. The last time we were here at Christmas was when we did the Orlando Informer. I don't even know how many years ago now. It was our first Orlando Informer, and we did the Christmas one. But I don't remember this year, and that is so pretty. The tribute store was everything I wanted and more, because I was so disappointed that we missed out on doing the Jurassic Park one because it looked so cool on people's videos, and then I was so sad that they didn't really do a good one for Halloween because it was just like a real tiny one. But that one was everything I wanted and more, minus the crowd.
I don't know where we left you off, but we made our way through not Seuss. I don't know where we left you off, but we made our way through Simpson Land. Really nothing over there Christmas-wise. And then we went by Men in Black, nothing. Next to the Amity bathrooms, we're over here at Diagon Alley. And here is Christmas outside over here. So pretty. I cannot wait to go inside because this is usually the prettiest spot of the whole park, is going into Diagon Alley and seeing the Christmas decorations. It is 3:52, so if night would fall, it would be perfect. I've never noticed this, but behind those trees up there, there's like crystal chandeliers. I don't think you're going to be able to see it on this camera, but there is crystal chandeliers up there. All right, we're going in the back entrance. We're not going through the normal entrance. So, are you ready to see Christmas?
Yes. Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron. Christmas has arrived. It's always prettier at nighttime, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Eric and I were just saying, but that this is when you do the Orlando Informer, is like the November one, because it's not very busy, and two, you get all the Christmas decorations. So definitely the best Orlando Informer in our opinion. The December ones are great too, but they're historically a lot more busier than the November one. We're not going to get the Christmas wreath. We're going to get the back of the Christmas wreath because we're heading in this way. We decided to go opposite, not go through Nocturne Alley this time, or go straight down the middle. We're not going down Nocturne Alley. The line for the ice cream shop's always long as can be. And we're heading back down this way. I've never seen that do that before. Have you?
We've started looking up a lot.
Yeah. If you couldn't hear Erica, we've started to look up a lot more. So, like the Spindle Wraps has yarn up there. And then the bookstore should have books outside of it. But it is Christmas time and Harry Potter. Once again, I've looked up before and I never knew that there was Quidditch sitting up there. And the golden snitch. I never saw that before, or the clothes that sit up there. Never noticed that. Did you ever see that? The clothes that sit up there?
We always go this way.
Yeah, we always go the other way. So, our word of advice, always look up. Some more Christmas outside of King's Cross Station. This definitely would be a lot more pretty once the sun goes down and that air conditioning is kicking out of King's Cross Station. Made our way through San Francisco. They didn't have anything, and we're making our way over to the streets of New York, and more Christmas has arrived. And there's the Christmas tree. Look, there's candy canes up there. I don't even think you guys can see the Christmas tree because I think it's blown out with the sunlight. So we'll shoot it when we get closer. All right, we're coming up on Mummy. And these Christmas decorations are blue outside of Paradise. There's a better look at the Christmas tree. It's not as blown out now. Definitely a Christmas time here at Universal. This reminds me of Macy's in downtown New York because it is Macy's. It's so weird looking over here and not seeing Rip Ride Rockit right there coming through the building. And we lucked into our annual pass holder pin for this month, which is the Grinch. And it says 25 years of Grinchmas, and what do you pass holders get to celebrate? This exquisite button with your Fanta glass face on it. Wear it, stick it, loathe it, you're welcome, says the Grinch. And once again, we're over here by the main stage, and without having Rip Ride Rockit over here, it is so weird. It's like totally different without having Rip Ride Rockit sit there.
We made it to Islands of Adventure, and here's our first sight of Christmas. They got reefs up, garland, and so we're gonna make our way around this park now.
And we've made it back to Seuss Landing. We ended up not going to Hogsmeade just because baby girl is in dire need of sleep, and we cut it short, so we ended up not going through Hogsmeade, and we just cut through where Velocicoaster's at. But now we're heading into Seuss Landing, where it's Merry, Merry Seuss Landing. There's the line for the Grinch right there. I'm gonna go see how long the line is. It says 90 minutes for the Grinch. 90 minutes. That's probably the shortest you're ever gonna see it though. But I have to say, this is the most prettiest decorated for Christmas.
The best part about the Orlando Informer is you get to see the Grinch
Oh yeah.
without having to wait for him.
But it's so pretty decorated in here. They decorate every little nook and cranny. Erica's favorite spot during the Orlando Informer, the Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous.
That's when they had pizza.
Yeah, that's when they had pizza. But look how pretty it is decorated in there. Look, he's got his little bow tie on. They even decorated the birthday cake up there. I'm telling you, this is the best decorated is Seuss Landing for Christmas. Grinchmas. And with that, we're making our way out of Islands of Adventure, and we're gonna go get some dinner. So we'll pick you up at dinner. And we've made it to dinner. We're stopping here at Panera Bread because we have some deals on our app. So we are gonna get Panera Bread for dinner. And here she is. We ended up getting a chicken avocado focaccia melt something or other, and then they also gave us a bowl of soup for $1. $1. So we ended up getting the broccoli cheddar soup.